Awesome. I'm ready when you are. We're all good? Awesome. Sweet. How long have you been driving on track for?
This is about my third EdgeAddicts event. I did 2 track nights in America.
Okay, awesome.
I'm still green, you know. But
yeah, totally. Track nights look pretty fun. There's not a lot of coaching with that though, right? You usually just hop on and have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Yeah, well, hopefully with this coaching, you'd be able to beat all those guys. Just make sure it's a game of connect the dots. These orange cones, you should be getting a foot away from every orange cone you see here. Yeah, so right here, you would want to keep super wide. Awesome. Now look ahead for that next cone. We're going to turn into it and then roll onto the gas and go all the way over. Awesome. There we go. Now keep to that left side as far as you can. Nice. Let's just brake early here. Let's work on that line. So brake, you want to turn in at this last cone. Now turn in. Look at where you're going. Awesome. There you go. And the only time you should hit that curbing is right where that cone's at and go all the way back out. Now as you're braking in a straight line, you can look for your next apex cone as you brake. So brake and release. There you go. And then, yep, keep it in tight if you can. Awesome. Start to brake right here, release. Hit this orange cone and stick onto the curbing. So keep on it. Awesome. Roll onto the gas. Let's use that momentum to carry us out. There you go. And this is all one turn. You just want to maintain your speed through this. So so you kind of let off the gas a little bit there. Whenever you enter into any corner at all, you want to maintain your speed. So don't accelerate, don't slow down. Just try to keep a nice even speed. So try it through here, right? So get to the right side and then brake right here, release, and then keep on just a little bit of gas to maintain your speed. Nice. And then as we exit, that's when you start to accelerate. Awesome. Nice. Super smooth through there. Nice. Keep on that gas. And let's just brake early here. Brake, brake, brake. I want you to stick along this outside edge, release that brake. As you're on the outside, look ahead, and now turn in. Perfect job. You can give it a quick brake if you need to. Turn in tight. Awesome, nice job. As we turn down here, you can keep a nice even speed. You can also tap the brakes here if you need to. Now get out wide all the way to the edge. Now look ahead, let's turn to that next orange cone. And now that we're out of the corner, accelerate all the way out. Nice. Now right here, let's start braking, brake and release. Inside, a little bit of speed, right? And now accelerate now that we're out of the corner. Nice. Keep on that gas. Nice. Now brake. Make sure you're looking at your apex cone before you turn in. So look down here, turn in. A little bit of speed. Just keep a nice even speed. And now accelerate out all the way over. Nice. Great job through there. As you brake, you can look for that cone, brake and release. Awesome. Great job through there. My bad, I may have told you to release a little too early. And release those brakes. Keep on this curbing here, just keep looking ahead. Little bit of speed, and now start to accelerate. Build up that speed, and now maintain that speed all the way out. So don't accelerate just yet. And now accelerate, there you go. Keep going, awesome. Now brake right here, brake, brake, release. Keep a nice even speed, so just a little bit of gas, a little bit more now, feed it in more and more, and accelerate. Good job, keep on that gas, and brake right here. Brake, brake, a little harder, and release. Keep it wide, wait for it, and turn in. Nice, good job there. Tap the brakes if you need to. Awesome, keep it in tight. You want to make it wide for this turn. Perfect. Good job there. Nice, tap the brakes. Release. Nice, keep it wide. Keep it on the edge. Now look ahead. Let's get to that next cone. Nice, and now that we're exiting, you can roll onto it smoothly. Great, super smooth through there. So let's brake. Look for that next cone. Release that brake. Awesome, and accelerate out of the turn. Use all that road. There's plenty of road down here. There you go. Good job. Keep on it. Right here, brake, brake, a little harder, release, let's get to that next cone, a little bit of speed, and accelerate out, nice. As you brake, you should be looking ahead, so brake, brake really hard, and release. So right there, you can still look ahead a little further, right? should always be looking ahead at where you're going. You shouldn't be looking here. You should be looking all the way as far as you can through the corner. You should never be looking right in front of you unless you're on a straightaway. So get wide, look ahead. We got one cone here. You want to go all the way out, and turn in. Keep it nice and easy on the gas. And now that we're out of the corner, let's accelerate. Nice, good job. So keep on it. And brake, a little harder, release. So a little bit of speed, right? Maintain that speed. And now that we're exiting, roll onto it more and more, accelerate. There's still a lot of track over here you can use too, out of that corner. And yeah, great job. Keep braking, keep out wide. Now look ahead, right? Look ahead as far as you can. And yep, turn in. Nice, tap the brake, release. Nice, get out pretty wide if you can. Turn in. There you go. Now we got one more cone. Tap the brake, release. Get wide. Keep looking ahead. And yep, turn in. Ease onto that gas more and more. Awesome, super smooth. Now let's brake right here. Look for your apex. Release that brake. A little bit of speed and accelerate. Use all that road down here. There's plenty of road. Nice. Keep on that gas. And brake right here. Brake hard. As you're braking, look ahead through the corner. Let's turn in. Turn in. There you go. A little bit of speed, a little bit more, and accelerate. Perfect corner there. Did that feel smooth? Awesome. Brake hard. Look ahead. Turn in. There you go. Keep it in tight if you can. You want to get to this next cone. There you go. Nice. Brake hard. Release. And then keep it on this curbing. And just ease onto the gas. Just more and more. Go all the way out. Nice. Keep going. And now maintain your speed. No faster, no slower. Get wide. Turn in. There you go. And accelerate. Nice. Good job through there. Keep on that gas. And brake right here. Brake, release. Little bit of gas. Don't accelerate. Just a little bit of gas. And now start to roll onto it. Use all that road. Yeah. Nice job through there. And brake right here. Brake. And release. Look ahead. We got to turn in right now. Great job. Nice wide turn. Looks like the front end just wasn't biting quite enough. Nice. Inside. Let's brake a little bit. Release and get out wide. Use that momentum to carry you out. And then go back in. Nice. Ease onto that gas more and more. There you go. Nice. Let's just brake a little bit here. Brake and release. Let's turn in with a little bit of speed. And go all the way out.
Just got past.
That was good, yep. Good, 4-5. Brake right here, brake, and release. Let's turn in. Great job looking ahead there. Now look at your exit as you're accelerating, right? Look how far you can go over. Awesome. Let's brake hard here, brake hard. Turn in. There you go, accelerate. Nice, keep it in tight, that's perfect. Brake a little bit here, brake, release. Now keep it on that curb up this hill. You can just ease into it. Just ease into it more and more. Let's get wide. Now keep a nice steady speed as we turn, right? Just lock into your speed, get wide. And look ahead. Let's turn into that next one. And now accelerate all the way out. Good job. Keep on that gas. And brake right here. Brake and release. Leave on a little bit of gas. So that was a little too early there. And accelerate. Look ahead, let's turn in. Go, brake right here, release. Nice, good entry speed there. And just keep relaxed. Awesome. How are you feeling?
Great, man.
Awesome. Let's get out wide here. Nice, look ahead, let's turn in. And wait for it. Now accelerate. Awesome. And just trust me on this one here. Let's start braking early. Brake hard, release. Nice. Go all the way out, all the way out. Nice, good job there. Keep going. And brake right here. Hard brake, even harder. And release, turn in. Good job. And now out. Accelerate all the way out. Use all the road given to you. Perfect. Right to that edge. Now let's brake hard. Look ahead. Let's turn in. you're fine. Keep it in tight now. There you go. Let's brake hard, brake, release. Nice. And then just ease into it more and more. At the top of the hill, you can start unwinding over. Nice. And now lock into your speed. Now that we're in a turn, lock into it, no faster. Turn in. There you go. And accelerate. And brake right here. Brake, brake, release. Little bit of gas. And we're just going to wait till we hit that cone and now start to accelerate. Nice, all the way over. There, nice. And brake really here. Brake hard, brake hard. Go. So it smells like brakes right now. I can start to see those brakes are kind of going out a little bit. With it being a heavy car and everything, you kind of have to smell the car, see how it's reacting. So let's take a nice cool down lap just to cool down those brakes.
They're brand new brakes.
Do you feel like they're still going in quite a bit?
They feel great, fine to me.
Yeah?
But they're brand new brakes, brand new tires.
Gotcha. Awesome. Let's take one cool down lap. I just smell the fluid starting to get a little hot.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that when you got in the car. I just got it out of the shop.
Yeah, a doghouse?
Yeah.
They do a great job over there. Yeah, it wouldn't be them. It's just with how heavy the car is, sometimes no matter how good of brake fluid you put in or brake pads, sometimes it really just starts going out with how heavy that car is. I was coaching a guy in a Camaro SS. It was all stock, so stock pads and all that. But brand new car, he just got it, and yeah, those brakes are to keep.
Well, don't
keep
you need to
going
kind
out.
of brake, get some wear on them first, brand new?
Yeah, get a little bit of wear. But yeah, on cool down laps, make sure you're not braking because you're still using those. Usually on cool down laps, try to take one lap without braking.
This got past me here? Or?
Not here. This is not a passing zone. Yeah, make sure it's just straightaways you're giving point buys on. Yeah, if you see someone behind you, don't even worry about that guy until you're in a straight line. What a lot of people do, and what I used to do when I first started, I'd see someone behind me, that's all I could focus on. But no, up until you go to a straightaway, just focus on your driving, what you want to do, and then you can always let them by. But yeah, let's do one more cool down lap, and then let's take another hot lap.
When you move on up to like yellow or red, you can pass more places, right?
Yeah, once you go on to...
Where do you turn right here on this corner?
See, I get wide, start looking ahead, and right about here, you turn in. Because you want a straight line to brake in, and then turn in. Yep, just like that. And then you want to try to get wide, if you can, to turn in. But yeah, that was just a little late turn in, but you did get wide enough right there. Right here, same thing, that momentum should carry you out to the edge. And now you're wide, you can use all the road to turn into this. And then you can accelerate and use all the road on the way out to accelerate. Awesome. And then just let off the gas here, no brakes. Remember, we're trying to cool down those brakes. You're totally fine. No brakes, you're good. You go all the way out now.
It's got past now?
Yep, yeah, straight away, you're all good.
We're still gonna do cool for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just brake a little bit here, release. That's all you need. There you go. Let's turn in, just one big arc. Go all the way out. Nice, and you can probably just coast it into this corner here. No need to brake. Maybe a quick tap, release. There you go. Awesome. You enjoying this EdgeAddicts event though?
Oh, I love it.
Sweet.
Third time.
It is a good time out here. Are you doing the 3-1 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that is my favorite track.
And right here, I'm kind of lost. When you come out, do you hit that cone or not?
You should, yes. So you do hit that cone.
I thought you were trying to get you to go over there.
You do. You should still hit that apex. So this corner is a double apex, which means you should be able to hold that steering wheel in one spot, and you should be going around the entire corner with just one angle of input. I'll show you next time. We'll take it a little bit slower just so I can show you. But no, you're doing good on just about every other corner now. You feel like you're doing better?
Let it pass real quick.
Yeah. So now that we're on a straightaway, you're all good. Awesome. So yeah, now the brakes should be cooled down enough. Let's go ahead and brake right here. release. We're gonna stick out wide, but don't be looking this way. Look all the way to your next
Right
cone.
here.
Yep. So right about here, turn in, just one big arc. That right there was maybe a little too tight, but you turned in at the right time.
I was trying to find out, trying to get an idea where that marker on that turn there is.
Yeah.
Get you the little bricks, sort of.
Yeah, totally. You want to go all the way out to those rumble strips. So right here, same thing. You want to go all the way out, but instead of looking over here, look all the way over there as you're outside, and now turn in. Nice, great job, and accelerate. You're going to go all the way out. Nice, and give it some power.
Going back hot.
Awesome, yep. So brake a little bit, release. Nice. Roll onto the gas, use all of that road. There's tons of road. Great job. Awesome, keep going. And brake right here. Brake, keep braking, keep braking, and release, turn in. Nice, a little bit of gas though, don't forget that. And now accelerate. Awesome, there you go.
What about your braking? Did you tap the brakes or not hard and let off?
So when I say brake, I don't mean pump the brakes, I mean just one solid brake, right? So keep on those brakes, and I'll just tell you if you need to brake harder or anything like that, but I just say keep braking just so they know to keep on it.
But I'm thinking you shouldn't ride the brakes, right? You just use them or not?
No, you can ride the brakes if you want, you're all good. So right side, nice, and then look ahead, let's get to that cone, and then accelerate on the way out, all the way over. Nice, keep on that gas, keep going, and now brake right here, keep braking, release. Little bit of gas, just a tiny bit, wait for it, and accelerate, yep. Keep going, and brake right here, keep braking, release. So get wide, now look ahead, let's turn in. Great job there, turn in. Awesome, there's that straight line to brake in, release. Awesome job. Nice, good job keeping it tight with such a heavy car. This is awesome. Release that brake and get wide. Now start looking ahead for your next cone and turn in. So nice slow turn in. There you go, accelerate out. Awesome, there you go. So brake right here, brake, release. Roll onto the gas, accelerate. Awesome. Nice. And brake right here. So brake all the way to this orange cone. Start looking ahead. Let's turn in. Little bit of speed. Leave on some gas. And now accelerate on the way out. Nice. Great job. Let's brake. Make sure you're looking for this cone. Let's get to this one. There you go. So right there, you're just turning just a second too late. But brake right here. Release. Good job looking ahead. Nice, good job, and then all the way over. Now maintain your speed through here. You should go all the way out. Nice, easy on the gas, easy, wait. Yeah, you got them accelerated into that corner. Make sure you're keeping a nice even speed. Brake right here, release. So maintain this speed, right? Maintain it, and now accelerate on the way out. Hook it around, let's turn in. There you go. Brake. Nice. Brake hard, release. Use that momentum to carry you out. And now you've used all the track, you can turn in. A little bit of speed now. We'll accelerate all the way out. Nice. And now brake right here, release. Little bit of gas, and now accelerate all the way out. Good job. Keep on that gas. And brake right here. Brake, release. Nice, let's get to that cone. And all good, look at your exit. Let's go exiting. There you go. And brake right here. Oh, does this have a sport mode? Have you been using sport at all?
No.
Do you mind if I pop it over?
All right, go ahead. I don't know how to do that.
Awesome, yeah, you just go into drive and just pop it right over into the right side. It'll go to sport for you. What sport does, it usually holds the RPMs up a little higher, so it's not much of a lag when you're giving it some gas, you know? Awesome, so just maintain your speed, make sure you're not accelerating until after that turn. That's one big turn right there. Nice.
I believe this sport mode won't shift by itself. You got to shift.
Yeah, Yeah, with sport mode, you should hold it. But yeah, I noticed it does have paddles. That's pretty nice. Awesome. So let's give it some power. We'll get it back onto a hot lap. Keep going here. Now brake hard. Brake. Keep braking and release. So look ahead and turn in. Nice. Good job. Let's brake hard. Release. Nice and tidy. Good job. And then right side. Yep, start looking ahead. Keep wide and turn in. A little bit of gas, more and more. There you go. Nice. Now brake right here. Brake release. A little bit of gas and accelerate. Let's go all the way out. Hard brake, a little harder, release, let's turn in, a little bit of speed, tiny bit of speed, you're fine, accelerate out, nice, solid line through there, awesome, now brake hard, really hard, let's turn in, yeah, much better there, right to that cone, keep it tight, nice, brake a little bit, release, let's turn in, keep tidy through here, roll onto it, all the way over, nice, and now maintain your speed, no faster than this. No faster, and accelerate. Nice, that was great. And brake right here, brake, release. Let's turn in with a little bit of speed. And accelerate out. Look ahead here, let's turn in. There you go. Good job. Yeah, it looks like sport mode is holding those RPMs. You don't have to wait for that downshift anymore. So with those RPMs being held higher, just make sure out of the corners you're rolling onto the throttle and you're not just flooring it. So right here, roll onto it more and more. And now as we're straightening up, you can really accelerate. So right here, let's brake early. So brake, release. Nice, little bit of speed, now accelerate all the way out, and now give it some power, nice. Keep going, and brake right here, keep braking, release inside, a little bit of speed, and roll into it smoothly, start to accelerate more and more. Nice, now let's brake early, make sure you're looking ahead, turn in. There you go, let's try to keep it tidy if you can. Nice, brake, release. Nice, keep it tight through here, a little bit more speed as we go unwind. Nice, now as we enter into the corner, maintain your speed, so no faster than this. Try not to accelerate, and roll into it, accelerate. Nice. Keep on that gas, and brake right here, brake, release. Little bit of speed, just a little bit of gas, wait for it, roll into it more and more. Keep on that gas. And brake right here. A little harder, and release. Nice, turn in. Great job there. You got this part. You always keep it pretty tidy. Nice. Go all the way out. Let's turn in. Just keep it nice and easy. Now start to roll onto it more and more. Awesome. We got a white flag. This is our last lap, so let's brake here. Release, turn in, and all the way over. Keep going. And brake right here. Brake, and release. Let's turn in. So tiny bit of speed. And now as we're coming out, roll onto it more and more. Awesome. As we brake, look ahead. So brake, look ahead, and turn in. Awesome. Keep it tidy. Nice apex there. Awesome. Brake hard. Release. Good job. Keep it on the curbing now. Just ease into it more and more. Awesome. Turn in. Go all the way out. Just keep it nice and even through here. Turn in. And roll into it. Solid work. Keep on that gas. And brake one more lap. So brake right here, brake hard, and release. So usually that white flag, that means you have one more hot lap, and then they're gonna give you the checker. Once you cross that checker, just cruise it, cool down your car, and put it up, and you're all good. So right here, let's just go ahead and start taking down our cool lap right here. Usually give a nice wave to your guy. So brake here, release. And we're just gonna take our cool down lap, so make sure you try and stay off the brakes as much as you can. Awesome job.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy, right?
Jimmy, yes. And
Yeah.
what was yours?
John.
John, okay. Yeah, thank you for listening, John. You picked that up pretty fast.
Shit, I loved it. That's great.
Yeah, in sport mode, did you feel a difference? You know, there was no lagging when you gave it gas, right? You didn't have to wait for that downshift or anything. It just held that gear for you out of that corner.
Well, I wasn't sure how the sport mode worked. I thought you had to actually shift it.
So it looks like you can. Once you hit those paddles, the paddles, it'll put you into the paddle mode. To get out of that, you usually put it back into drive and then back into sport mode.
What I'm saying is, you have to shift, or will it do it by itself?
So it's doing it by itself right now, but the moment you hit a paddle, so like let's turn this corner real quick and we'll mess with it. So keep your hands at 9 and 3. Yep. And so hit a paddle up. Just hit it up. Awesome. And now it should put you in manual mode. If you want to get out of it, click this over to drive and then back to sport. And now you're in automatic again. So yeah, you can just use sport to shift if you want to, but if you just click it over, it just holds the RPMs for you and it's still an automatic car.
But I mean, once you get into sport mode, do you have to shift first, second, third?
No. So I shifted, I put it into sport, and it shifted the entire time for you.
Okay, you just left it alone.
Yeah, you just left it alone up until you start actually shifting yourself. It will get out of automatic mode for you. So here, let me try to explain this a little bit better once we get up here.
The sport mode confuses me a bit, totally.
Yeah, no worries. Oh man, that was awesome. Did you feel like you did much better?
Oh yeah, great. I loved it.
Yeah, you were super consistent. The moment I started coaching you, I mean, just about every single corner you nailed. Just remember when you're in a corner, just to hold your speed, right? You don't want to slow down, you don't want to speed up, you want to be as smooth as possible in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of that weight is loaded onto your tires. The moment you start giving it gas or messing with the car's physics in that corner, it's fully loaded up, it wants to go kind of back and forth. So in that corner, it should just be nice and smooth. And then once you exit it, that's when you start to roll on the gas. And yeah, dude, you did perfect.
So on the sport mode, it's like on this, when you're down here, I'm usually just using this for example, because these things kind of flimsy to me, but
yeah,
you can go first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's it.
Yeah, so you can use this as like a sequential. You can use this as paddles and all that. But if you do you want to put your foot on the brake real quick? If you just go back to drive and go over to sport, that's still an automatic until you start shifting yourself.
But do you have to shift yourself?
No. So it's automatic. It's automatic right now. It'll shift and do everything. And that's the thing is I said, can I put it in sport? Did it, and you didn't shift or anything, right? You were just driving the car?
Correct.
Yeah. So you can just leave it in sport, and definitely recommend that for the track so you don't have to wait for that downshift, right? You know, you would get on the gas, it would downshift, and then it would go. With sport, it's gonna hold a lower gear, and the RPMs are gonna be higher, so out of the corner you can give it gas. There's not gonna be, you know, that shifting lag you have to wait for. But yeah, let's say, you know, I shift up right now it's gonna be in manual mode, so now you have to shift. But if I don't wanna do that, go back to drive, go back to sport, it's an automatic again.
You have to shift if you go up one?
Yeah, so if I go up one and shift myself, it now thinks that I wanna shift. So like look right there, it should say M2.
Second, yeah.
And then right there, it should say sport mode.
Yeah.
Yep. And so now it's gonna shift itself. If I go up, now it's in manual 2, manual 3. But if I just go drive, sport, it's gonna be in sport mode, it's still gonna shift itself.
So if I go, for instance, I'm in manual 3 right now. If I drive as fast as I can, it'll never come out of third.
Yeah, you will never come out of third.
That's what
so
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't want to do that. But just putting it over into sport mode once you get to the pits, you know, you're about to go, put it in drive, click it over to sport. You don't have to worry about any shifting at all. It's an automatic.
I looked at it the other day. I guess I did it by accident. I did it by accident, I guess, and it was in M3. I didn't know it.
Oh shoot, yeah. I've had that happen all the time. I just drive like a Dodge van or whatever, but I'll click it over to manual mode to like shift down for a hill or something. I totally forget about it, just like rev down on the highway or whatever. But
Cool.
no, click it over into sport and have fun with it.
So you about to drive?
I'm not driving today. I'm just coaching, have a good time.
Oh, cool.
I'm one of Trevor's buddies. I just come out for his events and work his events, help
Cool.
set up and take down, all that fun stuff.
Man, I appreciate the help. You're excellent.
yeah,
man.
John,
You're
totally.
excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ward. You probably helped me a lot better than last year.
Have a good time.
Thanks.